Okay. Visible.
Good morning, Ramesh Kumar, sir. Warm welcome.
Good morning, sir.
We can see you, sir, and we can hear you also now. Good morning, Suprabhat, and a hearty welcome to this very special conference, which is the National Conference on Electrical Safety. Our most respected guest of honor, Sri Gautam Raji, Member Power System CA and ex officio Additional Secretary to Government of India. Sri Ramesh Kumarji, Chief Electrical Inspector to Government of India. Sri Anil Kumar Pandey, Regional Executive Director, Western Region 2 and Unified Shared Services NTPC. Sri Ghanshyam Prajapati, Head of Project and Chief General Manager NTPC CPAT, where this conference is physically being organized. Sri L.K. Rathore, Director RIO West, CEA, and Electrical Inspector to Government of India. Sri K.S. Manotia, who is likely to join us shortly. Respected Sri C.N. Singh Ji, Sri C.N. Singh Saab, Sri, and our respected senior executives from various organizations, Sri Sandeep Gupta Ji, all respected GMs, Chief Engineers from PGCIL, CSPDCL, KSK Energy, CSPDCL, CA, and other organizations. Our co-host colleagues and our main organizers of the program from CA and colleagues from there, Sri Peddi Reddy Ji, Sri Venkat Sandeep, and Sri Vikram Thorat Ji, all our respected faculty who are connected from remote, Sri Gopa Kumar, MD Cape Electric India, Sri Kuleshwar Sahu, Senior GM from Corporate Office of PGCIL, our respected general managers and HODs from NTPC, Mr. Meena, DCCSF, and about 2,000 delegates from all over the country who are connected through physical or digital modes. It's a great honor for us to welcome you all this morning in this National Conference on Electrical Safety being organized by CA Western Region in association with NTPC CPAT. It is indeed a moment of great pride for us to be partnering with CA for this mega conference. We are grateful to CA for choosing us to partner with this program, and we are grateful to all of you, sirs and madams, for joining us this morning. This event comes as a part of Electrical Safety Week. It is being organized all over the country, and we are also organizing this in our premises. And it is happening, this conference is happening as a part of this Electric Safety Week. This is being organized in blended mode, which is physical as well as digital. And the physical location is at the Regional Learning Institute of NTPC CPAT. And it is being beamed through 3 platforms. One is Microsoft Teams meetings, then Microsoft Teams live event, and YouTube. And we are really delighted that about 2,000 participants and delegates and senior officers are participating. As we all know, accidents create great miseries and loss to humans. They affect life and well-being of individual, the family, society, the company, the country, and humanity at large. It is incumbent upon all of us to protect ourselves and our people against such miseries. On this very momentous occasion, as we rededicate ourselves to safety, allow me to recite this very apt verse from ancient Indian scriptures. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मां कश्चित् दुख भाग भवेत्. हे प्रभु, हमें ऐसा वर दो कि सभी सुखी रहें, रोग मुक्त रहें, दुर्घटना से मुक्त रहें, सबका जीवन मंगलमय हो और कोई भी दुख का भागी न बने. May everybody be happy, may everyone be free from diseases, sufferings and accidents, and may everyone see goodness in everything, and may none of us be unhappy, distressed. As we embark upon this journey of this conference, our aim is to stop sufferings because of accidents. We are delighted that we have presence of very senior officers today, both digitally as well as physically. Many of them are connected from various parts of this country, and many of our guests have come and traveled far away distance to be with us this morning. We would like to welcome our senior guests by offering flowers or bouquets as mark of our respect and gratitude. And the very first in this series, we would like to welcome our guest of honor, respected Sri Gautam Roy, sir, Member Power System CA and ex officio Additional Secretary. Please start the digital bouquet because sir is not present with us this morning. Can you please quickly pull up the PPT? Yeah. The next one. The next one. You have to share it. So allow us a moment to present a digital bouquet to you, sir. We are really delighted to have you here this morning. And since you're not with us physically, we just next ले लीजिए. Next slide. Next कर लो ना. नीचे ले आओ. मेरे पास है, छोड़ो मैं चलाता हूँ. हाँ. So a very warm welcome to you, sir. We are delighted to have you here. And next,
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Next, we welcome respected Ramesh Kumar, sir, Chief Electrical Inspector to Government of India. A very warm welcome to the conference, sir. We are grateful you have joined.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Next, we welcome our respected Regional Executive Director, Western Region 2 and Unified State Services, Sri Anil Kumar Pandey, sir. A very warm welcome to you, sir, in the conference. Pandey, sir, a very warm welcome to you. Are you able to hear us? He just spoke to me. He's connected to the conference. Maybe.
Thank you.
A warm welcome to you, sir, Pandey, sir.
Thank you.
Next, in the series, we would like to welcome our dignitaries who are present physically here. And Honorable sir, a very warm welcome to you. We are really glad that you could make it to this conference. We are eagerly waiting for you. And all the senior officers, we are really grateful to you that you have joined. So let us start by now physically welcoming our guests who are here this morning. And I would request our head of project, CGM sir, and some of our colleagues here from NTPC and also from CA to present bouquet to some of our guests here. So may I request first of all to our CGM sir to welcome Sri Manotia sir with a flower bouquet. Thank you, sir. May I request Prajapati sir to welcome Sri L.K. Rathore, who is the main architect of this entire conference. Very well. एक और बुके लाइए भाई सर के लिए, संदीप कुमार सर की. May I also request Chopi sir to welcome Sri CN Singh ji, who is with us today. May I now request Pujari sir, our GM1M, to welcome Sri Ajit Rai, Vice President from JPL. And to Sri P.K. Kashyap. It's now a turn for our main host to welcome the guest. May I request Vikram Thorat ji to welcome our other guest, Sri S.K. Chakrabarti. Sri P.K. Kashyap and Sri S.K. Chakrabarti. Sri P.K. Kashyap, sir. Then Yatinder Manhar, sir. May I request Petty Reddy, sir, to also welcome some of our guests who are here. Sri Amar Chaudhary, Sri R.K. Ragwal, Sri Sanjeev Pal, I hope they are here. So next, may I request Venkat Sandeep sir to welcome some of our guests. Maybe we'll follow the queue to save time. So I'll just read out the names and may kindly do the honors. Sri D.R.K. Prasad, Srimati Nivedita Jaswal, Srimati Madhu Munj. We also have Adiki Srinivasuluji and Sanjay Kumar Devangan. So may I request Sri Venkat Sandeep ji to do the honors for all this. We have to now welcome our guests and hosts both from CEA. May I request Nandini Anuj madam. Madam Nandini Anuj, are you here? Okay. So Mahanta ji, please welcome our guest Sri P.D. Reddy ji, Sri Venkat Sandeep ji and Sri Vikram Thorat ji from CA. This is the team which has been working with us along with Rathore Sahab to do this conference. Do we have sir? Okay, so if you're not missing anybody, are you missing anybody? The two guests here from where we do not have the names probably. Nandi ma'am. Yes, please present a bouquet to them as well. Madam. हाँ ये सर लोग हैं सामने. Warm welcome sir. Thank you very much. We have a lot of activities planned today. It's a packed day. And with this warm welcome, we would like to proceed. We invoke the Pujari sir, please join. Yes, sir, please start. And we request our senior guests to give their blessings from wherever they are on this occasion as we. Thank you very much, all the dignitaries, for lighting the lamp, and all our respected guests who are blessing the occasion digitally. It's now time to request our head of project, Sri Ghanshyam Prajapati sir, to give the welcome address.
Hello. Thank you, Tripathi ji. Good morning. Shri Gautam Rai sir, Member Power System, CEA and ex officio Additional Secretary to Government of India. Shri Ramesh Kumar sir, Chief Electrical Inspector to Government of India. Shri Anil Kumar Pandey sir, RED WR2 and USSC. Shri LK Rathore sir, Director IO West, CEA and Electrical Inspector to Government of India. Shri KS Manotia Saab, ED SLDC Chhattisgarh. All heads of projects from NTPC various stations. Shri CN Singh sir, ED JPL Tamnar. Shri Vikram Thoradji, Assistant Director RIO CEA. Shri Peddi Reddy ji, RIO CEA. Shri Venkat Sandeep, RIO West CEA. Senior executives from PGCIL, TSPDCL, KSK Energy, CSPTCL, CEA, and other organizations who have joined this conference. Shri Gopal Kumarji, faculty, MD Cape Electrical Energy, connected through virtual platform. Shri Kuleswar Sahuji, faculty, Senior GM Corporate Office, PGCIL. Shri Ramanath Pujari ji, GM and CPAT. All general managers and heads of departments from NTPC's various stations. Shri Meena ji, DCCIS, CISF, CPAT unit. Executives and delegates from organizations across all over India who have joined this conference through online. Respected professors from Government of Engineering College, Bilaspur. Good morning to everybody. A hearty welcome to all of you. We are very happy to find such senior executives and delegates from all over India attending this conference. It is my great pleasure and privilege to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. We are extremely happy to partner with CEA to organize this very important national conference. I express my thanks to CEA, RIO, WR2, and especially to Sri Gautam Rai sir, Sri Rathore Saab, for accepting our request to arrange this seminar, this conference at our station. As everybody knows that we are celebrating National Electrical Safety Week from 26 June to 2nd July this year. This year, electrical safety has been taken as the area of focus. Electricity is said to be a great servant, but a bad master. It serves the humankind extremely well if handled properly, otherwise becomes cause of huge loss, huge damage. Even the smallest mistakes or lapse in electrical safety can create the disaster. This year theme of electrical safety is avoid loose wires, prevent electrical fires. In NTPC, we give a lot of trust on safety. Our day starts with safety. Exceptions are reviewed first in all meetings regarding to safety. We have incorporated many initiatives and good practices here. PTW for excavation work. First, voltage detected or checked. PTW issued after disconnecting the source. Only then excavation work starts. Non-contact type voltage detector for complete isolation of bus. We have incorporated it. After isolating the bus, we check it with the help of non-contact type voltage detectors. We have 24/7 cross-functional safety team, which identifies deviations like unsafe conditions and unsafe acts, and then we take corrective actions. Swearing in ceremony for vital near misses. Safety action meetings we conduct for the flashovers. We have done it. Normalization and isolation done it. We check modules and cubicles because it has been found that fuses sometimes are kept in modules and cubicles, that we rigorously check it, and we have made it a practice that all fuses should be locked, not to be kept anywhere else. Ladies and gentlemen, this conference is a great occasion to listen the views of senior dignitaries, learn the best practices in electrical safety from the learned faculty from CEA and other organizations. Once again, I welcome all of you and wish the conference a grand success. Thank you everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for extending the warm welcome to all the dignitaries and also highlighting some of the important aspects of our commitment to safety. Thank you so much. It's now time to request Sri LKS Rathorji, who has been a key and pivotal point in organizing this conference. I'll give his introduction in little more detail when he also appears again as faculty, but I'll just give a little introduction. As of now, he has joined WRPC-CA of 2005 CPS batch, and he has extensive experience of looking after grid operation and management in the Western region. Bears 13 plus years of experience in Western region power grid operations, inter-regional interstate transactions of power, operational and various related issues. And since January 19, he's a director in a regional inspectoral organization, West, CA, looking after inspection related works. A very knowledgeable and very experienced person. He has handled several important portfolios and organized several workshops across the country. We welcome you, sir, and then request you to give introductory address today.
Good morning to one and all. Respected Gautam Rai sir, member Power System, CA and ex officio Additional Secretary to Government of India. Sri Ramesh Kumar Sahab, Chief Electrical Inspector to Government of India. Sri Manothia sir, Executive Director, CSPTCL. Sri Prajapati Sahab, CGM. Pandey Sahab, ED, RED, WR2, NTPC. Sri Pujari Sahab, Sri CN Singh Sahab, other senior members physically joined here and virtually joined here from Manipur to the Porbandar, from Jammu Kashmir to the Kanyakumari. Actually, this program, that is the concept raised by the Sri Gautam Rai Sahab before maybe in 2018, that we are celebrating the safety week, the yoga week, the yoga day. Why we are not starting the electrical safety week, the electrical safety day? From that, this day and the week is originated. Finally, it was decided in the 5th Standing Committee of Electrical Safety. Basically, the 5th that Standing Committee is nothing but it is the bridge from the different state to the Government of India. All electrical inspectorate from the different state and the Government of India, they are sitting together to solve the issues in a different state as well as the center concern. And where the date 26 June is evolved to celebrate the National Electrical Safety Day. Why this day? Why the 26 June only? This concept has originated from the first I Rule 1956 was implemented on 26 June. So that's why the 26 June is taken as a National Electrical Safety Day, and followed by that day that we will be the National Electrical Safety Week. When we are going to further inspection and different installation, we see that the peoples are celebrating like Health this week, Yoga week, and that Safety week. This year, recently, the day before yesterday, I went some GAIL inspection. There, the people are celebrating this in a very vast way. I am very impressed that whatever they are aim up to celebrate this one, that is the now fulfilled, and it is reached to the different organization throughout the India. Sir, we know that as on today, the electrical demand is around the 190 to 195 gigawatt, and having the installed capacity of around the almost 390 gigawatt. We are dealing with so much electrical system, and the accident rate, if you are see, that is around the 14,000 accident per year, and the human fatal is around 5,000. If you calculate on the day basis, it is more than the 6 to 7 accident per day. When we lose the human life, 5 to 6 per day. This is the really matter of concern, why we are not working here on this issue, and how we can minimize that. That is a very important thing. So for that, we are doing a lot of this type of conferences, workshop to aware the people, not only the educated people, means that electrical engineer. We try to spread that up to the school level or the college level or the Patwari level, SDM and the Patwari level, village level, so that it can be reduced, because the accidents are mostly occur in the distribution sector only. 70% of accidents, if you see the statistics, 70% are from the distribution only. The challenge is the distribution only. We spread this message, not to sit here and discuss about your rules and regulations. That will not serve the problem. Whatever I have to be spread to my neighboring peoples, so that they can be understand the importance of the electrical safety. If you lose the one person in your relative, that is the really shock to our heart. That should not be happen. So that is our main motto. Next one is what may be the causes of the electrical safety, this electrical accident. The people are using the substandard material for the commercial purpose, commercial compromise. They are thinking that we can be earn the more money. Okay, human life is one side. We are not bothering about, because they are the labor, they are the like that. But remember that lose of the one life cannot be replaced by our crores of salary. That is the crores of the income. Second cause is that the improper maintenance. The people say, okay, particularly this is a big challenge for the DISCOM people here sitting. In DISCOM sector, if you go in my village itself, the transformers is like this one, and the people are putting the hooks like that one. How we can be aware them to not do that like that one. So that is another things. Next one is the workmanship is also sometimes poor. We are giving to the L&T for the installing, L&T given to the another one, then he is given to the another one, then he is given to the last 10 people, that is the petty contractor, and he has the not expertise working people. They are doing, yes, connect it anyhow, we will connect and charge that one. That may be the cause of another cause of the electrical accident. Last but not least, that is the attitude. Attitude is very important. All the Indian electrical accidents are approximately 95% are because of the chalta hai attitude. We are only thinking that, okay, ye chalta hai, okay, connection is there, okay, this is not my work, I am going to that from that one. So that chalta hai attitude, we have to think over that one. Now, how we can be reduce this one? So first thing, that is very important thing, is the vision. That vision, we have to have a vision to minimize the electrical accident. At least 8 per the European country, like 1 or 2 in a year. That vision we have to have. If unfortunately some accident occur, then we have to be analyzed properly that one, and the outcome of the same thing can be spread throughout your area, so that that type of accident should not be repeated in the next future. That should be our aim. That third thing is we can spreading this type of awareness program. Not only the educated people, also the uneducated, even in the village people, Patwari, the Sarpanch, the Gram Panchayat, everything, so that it can be reach up to the root level, means ground, that village level people. That's we can be minimize the electrical accident. Another thing is that our ministry, along with the CA and the IMA, we publish the one Sachet notebook, and the Sachet notebook, which having the what should be the do's, what should be the don'ts and the do's. That is the everything is the mention there. That should be used by the even I commanding the NTPC also. They have to use that one. If it is the suppose in the some different places, the should be published in the local language also. That is my recommendation. Now I thanks to the NTPC sir, particularly Prajapati sahab, their senior management, Gautam Rai sahab, Ramesh Kumar sahab, because उनके बिना तो हमारा ये कंडक्ट करना पॉसिबल था ही नहीं. मैं फिर से थैंक बोलता हूँ मनोथिया साहब को, CN सिंह साहब को, गुप्ता साहब को जो सीनियर यहाँ प्रेजेंट है, और हमारे इसमें लगभग 1700 टर्मिनल कनेक्टेड है. 1700. अभी फिर सी दिस वन द 1700 टर्मिनल का मतलब है कोई टर्मिनल में 20 लोग अटेंड कर रहे हैं, जैसे SLDC गुजरात जहाँ 20 लोग अटेंड कर रहे हैं. कहीं कहीं जो है HPCL इंदौर वहाँ 5 लोग अटेंड कर रहे हैं. जहाँ जितनी जो इलेक्ट्रिकली पीपल है, all are attending. More than 4,000 people are connected. They are this broadcasting in for those people. I request all the peoples, all the dignitaries that they had to be follow and spread this awareness program among them, their family, their neighboring, so that the electrical accident should be minimized. Let's work together to minimize the electrical accident in India and make the India as a electrical accident free India. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rathore sir, for setting the context so nicely and underlining the importance of disseminating concepts of safety to the last mile people. Thank you very much, and also thank you for collaborating and choosing us your partner. It is now time to listen from our respected senior guests who are connected virtually this morning. May I call upon with respect Regional Executive Director NTPC, Sri Anil Kumar Pandey sir, who is with us today morning, connected digitally from Raipur. Sri Pandey is an engineering graduate from GB Pant, a very respected, capable technocrat and leader, having rich experience of various departments like planning and systems, mechanical maintenance, project construction, and has worked in several projects of NTPC, Vindhyachal, Balco, Singrauli, Riyan, Mauda, and has been head of projects in stations like Gadrawara. He's presently handling the region, Western Region 2. He was earlier with Western Region 1, which has combinedly about 16,000 plus megawatts. He's also heading a very special department, which is called Unified Shared Services, which handles the procurement of material and services worth 1,000 crores per year. So very warm welcome to you, sir, and we request you to address the gathering today morning.
Thank you, Alok, and good morning to everyone connected on this platform. Most respected Shri Gautam Rai sir, Member Power Systems CA, Shri Ramesh Kumar sir, Chief Electrical Inspector, Government of India. We are having many senior colleagues sitting here, whom I may be able to name, but then my warm regards to each one of you sitting here. Head of Project CPAT, Shri Prajapati ji, Head of O&M, Mr. Pujari sir. We are really glad to have CN Singh sir, who is NTPCian to the core and presently with JSPL. Warm welcome to you, sir. Mr. Ajit Rai from JSPL and all other delegates and seniors connected on this platform. Once again, a very warm welcome on behalf of Team NTPC. And first of all, we express our gratitude to CEA, who are really partnering with us in arranging a seminar of such a vital, important topic like electrical safety. Mr. Rathore really dwelt on almost all the aspects of electrical safety and how it is important for all, right from the generator to transmitter to distributor and to the household person, that each and every one today is impacted, affected and benefited by the electricity. Today, electricity is almost 22% of the total energy that we are consuming, and gradually this share is going to go up only because this is the cleanest form of energy. And as we move forward in this area, when we are talking of electricity to all, when we are trying to increase the consumption of electricity, the importance of safety in electrical sector cannot be overemphasized. We have seen, as Mr. Rathore was telling, that yes, there are accidents, and it's our responsibility as the sector leaders to see that such accidents are totally prevented. In fact, we must have such a robust system, such a good SOP, that there is a zero probability of any incidents happening in the electrical systems. And that can come only by following very standard SOPs. As Mr. Rathore was saying, very standard quality items, maybe cables, switch gears, fuses, everything that matters in the system, earthing, so that the chances of any kind of accidents can be totally eliminated. Because electrical safety, unlike mechanical, it doesn't give you a chance to survive. So it has on and off kind of control. So we have to be very, very careful, and I am sure that the sectoral experts who are really going to deliberate on this subject, they will be really telling us how to really take care of this aspect in a much more rigorous way. So without taking much time, I once again wish this seminar a grand success, and I am hopeful that participation of more than 2,000 delegates in such a seminar speaks on the volume of efforts which Mr. Rathore, Mr. Alok Tripathi, and the entire team associated with this conference has put in. So my best wishes and warm regards to all the seniors connected on this platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for joining, and thank you for giving your blessings and direction this morning. You talked about systems for zero incidents, SOPs and quality everywhere. And you also talked that electrical safety doesn't give us a second chance. We commit ourselves to safety. Thank you very much for joining and giving us your blessings this morning. Moving on, it's now time to call upon our most respected guest for keynote address, Sri Ramesh Kumar, sir, Chief Electrical Inspector to Government of India. Warm welcome to you, sir. Sri Ramesh Kumar, sir, has joined CEA in 1994 through UPSC, has more than 25 years of experience in thermal power plants, in inspection, power systems, planning, electrical power survey, and further in publishing electrical power survey and load forecasting of the country. He has also served as chief engineer, fuel management in CEA, which deals in coal and gas management in power sector. He played a crucial role in the development of 4,000 megawatt ultra mega power projects in the country as director of UMPP. He has also served as RIO-N in CEA from September 2008 to November 11. He has also served for 3 years in PGCIL and has vast experience in power systems and planning. And he has worked in different divisions of CEA like R&D, T&D, PDM, PSLF, etc. So a very warm welcome to you, sir, and we request you to kindly address the gathering today morning.
Thank you. Respected Gautam Rai, sir, Member Power System, CEA, and ex officio Additional Secretary to Government of India, Shri Anil Kumar Pandey, Regional Executive Director, Western Region 2 and USSC, NTPC, Shri Ghanshyam Prajapati, Chief General Manager and Head of Plant Shipper, NTPC, Shri A.K. Tripathi, GM, NTPC, Shri Ramnath Pujari, GM, O&M, NTPC, Shri Gopal Kumar, MD, OAK Electrical India, and Shri Kuleshwar Sahu, Senior GM, Corporate Office, PGCIL, Gurgaon. My colleague, Shri LKS Rathore, Director RIO, and participants from organizations across India. Very good morning to you all. Special thanks to Shri Anil Kumar Pandey, Regional Executive Director, NTPC, and Shri Ghanshyam Prajapati, CGM, NTPC, for readily agreeing to facilitate for conducting National Electrical Safety Conference at NTPC Super Thermal Power Station. Today, electricity has become a basic commodity of our life. Growth of any economy is dependent on electricity. All our appliances, apparatus, and electronic gadgets run on electricity. Though electricity has made our life comfortable, safety measures need to be taken while utilizing electricity, failing which fatal accidents of humans will occur. Keeping these safety aspects of electricity in view, Electricity Rules 1937 were made under Section 37 of the Electricity Act 1910 in the pre-independence era, which were called Indian Electricity Rules 1956 post-independence era. After enactment of Electricity Act 2003, CA made the Safety Regulations 2010 under Section 57 and 177 of Electricity Act. So far, 3 amendments in the regulations have been carried out. Keeping in view of the technological advancement, the additional safety requirement like use of RCDs, arc fault detecting devices, surge protection devices, fire resistance, low smoke, low halogen cables for high-rise buildings, fire resistance, low smoke, zero halogen cables, fire retardant coating for airports, hospitals, and hotels were introduced for reducing electrical fire incidences. Considering the technological advancement, CA prepared the draft regulations on safety in consultation with all stakeholders. The new regulation has been introduced, named as CA Measures Relating to Electrical Safety and Electric Supply. The draft regulation is available in public domain. All stakeholders are requested to send their comments on this draft before 28th of July so that the comments can be incorporated suitably. Despite the technological advancement, the safety precautions on an average, around 14,000 electrical accidents take place in our country every year, which is more than 4,000 or so precious human lives are lost. Most of the electrical accidents happen at low voltage level. The 3 main reasons for fatal accidents are: the person accidentally comes in contact with the live conductor, the installation is defective, or the person who was carrying out work was unauthorized. Though the number of accidents may be large, but accidents count per customer or per unit of electrical infrastructure is reducing in the past few years. Figures of electrical accident in India are very high as compared with developed countries of the world. Non-fatal accidents are due to neglect of safety measures envisaged in the safety regulations. In order to raise awareness among electricity users, industries, and companies involved in the power sector, 26th June is dedicated as National Electrical Safety Day, and the week starting from 26th June is observed as National Electrical Safety Week. All electrical utilities might take this opportunity to create awareness by conducting mock drills, quiz competitions, and creating awareness about regulations. Distribution companies might take this opportunity to conduct safety awareness programs for hospitals, schools, shopping malls, etc. I am happy to note that ongoing week is Safety Week, and we are all creating awareness about the safety of use of electricity. To reduce electrical accidents, CA is spreading awareness about safe uses of electricity among consumers and safe working practices among workers and technicians through conducting workshops. We have conducted more than 20 workshops online since COVID pandemic. In these workshops, provisions of safety regulations are deliberated. We have also published an electrical safety handbook named Sachet to make common people understand safe uses of electricity. This handbook pictorially explains safe electrical practices, various do's and don'ts, how to protect against lighting, first aid, etc. It is again requested to all safety heads present here to publish such a handbook in their local languages if possible. I understand this book will help in reducing electrical accident and fire incidences in the country. In the end, I would like to urge to every engineer and technician, follow safety regulations in letter and spirit. Take PTW before starting any maintenance work. Ensure that section of system where maintenance work is going on is isolated from both ends. Also ensure that both ends of the sections are temporarily earthed to the ground, any residual charge, or to protect against accidental charging or switching. Ensure that tools have proper insulation. Do not use tool with damaged insulation. After completion of work, remove TP and P from site. Do not forget to remove temporarily earthing. Return PW after ensuring this. Use PPE while doing maintenance work. Joints and connectors are critical components of electrical system. Good workmanship will help in preventing the fire incidences. By following these safety measures, we can achieve our common goal of electrical accident-free India. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot for giving a very detailed and specific summarized points as to what should be done to avoid electrical accidents. You also talked about regulation and publication of booklets, which will go a long way. You also talked about spreading the message to hospitals and schools, which we feel is a very important step, and we must do this because we talk about safety mostly in industrial establishments. It should be spread to commercial and educational institutions also. Thank you very much, sir, for joining and giving us direction this morning. Moving on, it's now time to request our guest of honor today for his special address. Sri Gautam Roy, sir, member Power Systems, CA and ex officio Additional Secretary to Government of India. Sri Roy, sir, is a BTech from Delhi College of Engineering from 1985. He has worked in Fertilizer Corporation of India in Sindri and Jharkhand and SAIL in Bokaro and Jharkhand for a short span of time. Joined CA in 1997 through CPS UPSC. Carries more than 3 decades, 33 plus years in grid operations and power system planning. He has also served for 5 years from 2009 to 14 under Central Deputation in Ministry of Labour and Employment as Director in Child and Labour Welfare Division. He has served as Chief Electrical Inspector, Government of India NCA from 2015 to 19. He has also served as Chief Engineer Power System Planning in CA from 19 to 21, and presently he's member of Power Systems in CA. Very warm welcome to you, sir, and we request you to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you and good morning to everybody. I hope my voice is coming to you clearly.
Yes, good morning, and we can hear you clearly.
Yeah, thank you. Let me first thank my colleague Mr. Ramesh Kumar and Mr. Anil Kumar, ED NTPC, Mr. KS Manothia, ED CSPTCL, Mr. Gansham Prajapati ji, CGM NTPC, Mr. Rathore, who is the champion, for this conducting this workshop. Actually, I'm very thankful to all of you that this workshop, this national workshop on electric safety is being conducted on, and this is being conducted with such a funfair and with such a participation. It is a wonderful thing because I'm a little bit passionate about this this electrical safety, and as a chief electrical inspector, I actually dreamt about something conducting workshop and other thing, but I am very happy that the work is being continued by Mr. Rathod. He is doing excellent work in this Western region. As you know, that CA has been given the mandate under Section 177 and 53 to specify measures for protecting the public from the ill effects of any electricity that is generated from that is generated or transmitted or distributed. Now, to that, CA has made a regulation, Electric Safety Regulation 2010, and from time to time we have been updating the same thing. But beside that, we have got inspectorate, 5 inspectorate in 5 different regions of the country. Beside that, also every other state is also looking the electrical safety aspect within their region, within their jurisdiction, and a lot of people are being employed in this. But still, actually, one thing that we see that still there are a lot of people who are dying because of this. I mean, electrical shocks and electrical accidents. It's quite unfortunate. Thing is that we have been doing, everybody have been doing, striving very hard to stop any electrical accident. And any death due to the electrical accident, whether it is a human being, whether it is animal death, so death is a death. And our duty as an electrical engineer, and when we are dealing with electrical safety, is that there should not be any death. There should not be any accident which is caused because of some negligence, be it a negligence on our part or be it negligence on the part of the other people. It is our utmost duty that even if we are doing our best work, we must see that, any negligence on the part of other should also be reported equally, so that we can stop this type of electrical accident which is happening. We know that our country, lot of electrical accident of the order of something, somebody has told 14,000 or something like that, and out of that 3,000 is human fatality. The figure is little bit coming down. That is a good thing, I suppose. When you talk about the human fatality, because last few years it was in the range of 4,000 to 5,000, and this is a reported accident. These are the reported accident. These are not accident which are not reported, because there are many accidents probably that are occurring which are not yet reported. So all of us must have the responsibility, and with the responsibility, I am glad that our public sectors, our private sectors, and our states, they are coming together to see that how this accident can be minimized. This is a great thing that is happening, because CA though has been given the responsibility, but CA alone cannot achieve the goal until and unless the people from other sector also join together and make it a movement, so that at least we can say proudly, like the people saying that medical person were COVID warrior. At least we can say that we are also safety warrior, because we can save a lot of life. If you are saving the life to the tune of 3,000, 4,000, so that is no less achievement. So that is also a very big achievement, though it may not be highlighted, but every one of us should take a pride, even if we are able to save a single life. So that will be a very big achievement. As I told that we have, updating the regulation, and other state are also doing that job, but still we find that there is electrical accident taking place. Then we must see what is the problem, why this is happening. Though we are trying our best to bring down the accident, but what are the other factors probably that are creating this problem? As you all know, that accident that is mainly occurring in low voltage sector. The high voltage is more or less very regularized. I mean, last year I've been to a meeting in the power grid. There they told that they don't had any accident for the last 2 years, electrical accident. Similarly, probably NTPC also, I really don't know, but NTPC is a very big organization and they have got a very elaborate safety arrangement. And I hope from their side also the accident is very minimum or nil accident. And other organization, I mean, also they have got a very elaborate and regular feature to observe the electrical safety. But the problem is in the unregulated side or the low voltage side, where the things are little bit unregulated, where the small industry, where electrical connection are not proper, and all this, even people that Mr. Rathod just now told that people are still using the hooks and other thing to tap the electricity. So thing is that from our part, what is needed, I suppose, is sensitization, a mass sensitization of the people. I mean, all of us must come together to sensitize the people. Yes, this is a very dangerous thing. I mean, electricity is a boon for all the people. But mishandling of electricity can create a havoc. I mean, that is the message that we must spread among the people, that if you do not rather, handle the electricity properly, it may create a havoc for you. So, but if you can control it properly, if you can manage it properly, it will be a great thing. It will take you to a great height. With this, this seminar, I suppose, as I have been told, that there is a reach, very big reach that has been achieved. Last time, I think Mr. Rathod had a seminar there in something 700 or 800 people joined, and this time it is 1400. So it is a great achievement. We must all take pride. We must all be happy that people are gradually joining us and making it a movement. And I would say that Mr. Ghanshyam just now told that, they are happy that CA has taken them as a, in this fold. But I would say that we are happy. As a part of the CA, I am very happy that people are coming to our fold. We, as a CA, would welcome everybody, be it CTU government people, be it private people, because all of us are for the same thing. We are working for the development of our nation, for developing of our people. So everybody is working. So we are working in our own field and in our own way. But thing is that in such a thing, we must all be able to stop this menace of electrical accident and how we can minimize it. And one day, if we can achieve that goal, and we can say that we have bring this to zero, then we can say that yes, we are a big savior, we are a big electrical safety warrior who have saved the life of many people. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, sir. You talked about your passion of safety, and it was showing in your address. You had started these series of workshop, and we're happy that this legacy is continuing, and we are part of this. Thank you very much for joining us today and giving your blessings this morning. You also talked about a novel concept of safety warriors. I hope all the people who are attending this conference will become safety warriors. This will be a reward of this conference. Thank you very much, sir, for joining today. And we are now almost coming to the conclusion of the inaugural session. And although the conference is, the technical sessions are yet to go ahead, since some of our seniors might not be available because they might have some other preoccupations. May I request our respected GM sir, Mr. Ramanath Pujari ji, to say a vote of thanks.
Good morning to all. It gives me immense pleasure to meet so many people sitting here and connected virtually also. So I am highly privileged to be here to propose vote of thanks for this grand scale seminar arranged by Sri Rathod Saab and the entire CA team. First of all, I am very happy to be here. Earlier, I was working in corporate safety of NTPC. I joined CPAT team just 2 months back. Last year also, we had this program in some scale, but here we wanted to have a talk from Rathod Saab, but the entire CA team made us proud and gave us the opportunity to organize in a big way so that we all are here together from different sectors, from different organizations, so that we can drive this and we can make this National Electrical Safety Week from 26th to 2nd July. That will be great. And as Rai Saab was just telling that if one life is saved, it's a great contribution to this nation. Sir, first of all, I would propose vote of thanks to the entire CA team from NTPC CPAT for giving us this opportunity to host this conference. The topic is avoid loose wires and prevent electrical fires. It is a very apt topic. The topic is aptly chosen by the concept person Sri G.K. Rai Saab, who is behind this National Electrical Safety Week. It is very true, sir. The topic is avoid loose wires. We all know many incidents. Apart from life loss, many property loss has occurred in the past. Crores of rupees. If you investigate, we all have seen many in our institutions in the past, in many government sectors, in markets, offices, jugis, jopdis. Wherever you see, a lot of fires have occurred in the past and many families are bereaved and many incidents have taken place. Many documents are lost. So what is the reason behind it? It is a small loose wire contact and that has heated up and flared up to flames and it is gone. So such a kind of topic will, I'm very sure, sir, the topic chosen by this CA team and under your leadership, sir, certainly will make a good drive, and with such kind of seminars all across the country led by CA will certainly want to bring it to a nil incident. I'm very sure of it. Sir, we thank you very much for giving us this opportunity from CPAT. I thank Sri Ramesh Kumar Saab, Chief Electrical Inspector to Government of India. Despite his busy schedules, he has been here with all of us to be a valuable guiding person and also to make all the salient points in a very brief time regarding the electrical safety. Sir, from NTPC CPAT, we thank you very much. Sri Anil Kumar Pandey Saab, our Regional Executive Director, WR2 and USSC from NTPC, who is always a key guiding person for the entire CPAT team. Sir is always associated with us in every aspect, be it operation, be it maintenance, be it social activities, corporate social responsibility activity, whatever. Sir is always been here, and yesterday and day before yesterday, sir was here, and he is also a key person in guiding us to host this seminar in a befitting way. And I am very sure Rathod sir was very skeptical how to bring a good gathering so that we all together spread this message. And I'm very sure, sir, under Pandey Saab's leadership, we have been able to organize this event in a suitable manner. Sir, thank you for your guidances to CPAT team. Now, I propose vote of thanks to Sri Rathod Saab. Sri LKS Rathod Saab, I knew him in March, 20th March at Solapur, when NTPC organized a safety officers conference, and I had directly interacted with him. Within minutes, he agreed to my proposal. And such a nice person, and I'm very sure the first lecture will be of him, and those who are connected virtually, I've seen 1 hour will be less for him. And you all will not find it boring. You will explain in such a nice manner, and believe me, as organizing team at Solapur, we have to stop people in raising questions. Sir, time ho gaya, let us go ahead. Because he has so many queries handling in such a beautiful manner. So, sir, I thank from NTPC CPAT team for giving us this opportunity to organize this kind of conference in a very grand scale. And without your leadership, it could not have been possible. And the entire CPAT team extends a warm welcome as well as big thanks to you. I thank Sri Manotia Saab. Yes, during the course of the day, we'll be having good interactions with him. Many of us will be knowing many people or may not be, but this gives us a good opportunity to know each other. Sir, thank you for coming to CPAT and making us proud. Sir, we are really grateful to you. We thank Sri CN Singh Saab, PD JPL Tamnar, ex-NTPC. Sir, thanks for coming and making this program a successful one. I thank senior executives, Mr. Sau and his colleagues from PGCIL, senior executives from JPL, CSPTCL, CSPDCL, KSK Energy, and all other organizations. Mr. Rathod has organized from many organizations. If I have forgotten to take any organization name, I beg your pardon. And I express my sincere thanks to each one of you. I thank all the executive directors of NTPC, all the heads of projects, heads of O&M, all the safety officers, and many executives. I believe not less than 2,000 executives from NTPC will be there. As Mr. Rathod said, in many terminals, many conference halls, people are participating. And without the participants, no function is complete. So I thank all my dear participants from NTPC and all other organizations. Without speakers, the program is never complete. Yes, although we do not have any speaker so far, but still we'll be having, I believe 5 to 6 speakers are there, and they will give us very good insight into the electrical safety aspects, which we all will carry while leaving this program today, and throughout the year we'll spread this message of electrical safety. So from this platform, I thank all the speakers. Without the help and support and active leadership of our beloved Sri Prajapati Saab, head of CPAT family, this program would not have been possible. He was instrumental in reviewing the program from minute to minute, chalking out each and every aspect, how it can be a good program and a successful program. That's why we are here and we are able to communicate with each other now. And I believe all of you will be having a comfortable time and will be a memorable program, I believe. Sir, thank you very much from this platform. Mr. Tripathi, GM, Regional Learning Institute, he took the initiative when we just discussed. He took that initiative. Yes, RLI will do it, and really, without that, it would not have been possible. So, thanks to Sri Tripathi Saab, who has taken keen interest in organizing this program in a grand scale. I thank our electrical maintenance team also for organizing and helping the entire organizing committee. I thank my fellow colleagues, fellow GMs here, Mr. Banerjee, Mr. Varshney, Mr. Saran, and I thank all the participants once again for coming and joining this program. I thank the organizing committee. I thank all the participants from all other organizations, whoever is connected, virtually also. Thank you. A big thanks from NTPC Sipat family. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you to thankgiver from my side. So this brings to us to an end of the inaugural session. Our respected guests might, if they have some other preoccupations, they might choose to sign out, and we will have a very quick break for 10 minutes. The technical sessions are yet to happen, so we're requesting everybody to stay tuned. Okay, so a video will play, so kindly remain connected, and we'll switch off the camera for a few minutes, and then requesting everybody to remain tuned because the actual technical sessions are shall begin very shortly. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Hope you have a very excellent seminar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Kindly take your seats and stay tuned. So we are now starting the technical sessions of the conference. And the first session today is on global earthing system and electrical safety by Sri S. Gopakumar, who is MD, Cape Electric India. He's connected with us through online platform. Sri Gopakumar is an Gopakumar sir, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, so would you quickly check whether you are able to share your PPT, sir? We just
No, you have to allow me to share.
it should. Isn't there a share button there?
No, there is no share button. Yeah. One moment. I can.
Okay, sir. You are added as a presenter.
Yeah. I can.
And kindly
Thank you.
select the screen option when you share.
Tripathi sir.
Yes.
Tripathi sir.
Sir.
Before starting the technical session, the technical session is headed by the Manotia sahab.
Okay.
This four session na, that will be actually headed by our Chief Guest Executive Director Manotia sahab.
So this session, technical session, is starting the chairmanship of Sri K.S. Manotia sahab, who is ED SLDC, and we request all participants to kindly keep their mics off except the faculty.
Manotia sahab, please come to here. I request again, sir. Please, sir.
Manotia sahab, with all our respect, kindly take the chair. So Gopakumar sahab, we can see your PPT now. And let me introduce our faculty. Sri Gopakumar ji is an electrical engineer and managing director of Cape Electric. He's having more than 27 years of experience in electrical safety, lightning protection. And he has carried out hundreds of site studies on failure analysis of electrical equipment. So very vast database understanding of failures. And he has conducted more than 1,000 trainings. So a professional as well as a great trainer. He's a member in the working group of IEC and BIS technical committees, and in several has worked in several development of several standards. And he is, for example, National Building Code ETD 30, ETD 50, BIS ETD 20, and he has published a lot of articles about safety in various magazines and published the book, The Missing Link. So very warm welcome to you, Gopakumar sir, and it's now over to you for taking the session.
Thank you very much, sir. I hope my sound is clear and
Yes.
the screen is visible.
Still clear, you can go ahead.
So, thank you very much for the introduction. Thank you very much, Rathore sir, for inviting me to make this presentation. Thanks to the chairman to allow me to make this presentation. My name is, I'm switching off the camera to make it more better. I'm a member in the technical committees of TC64, which is the IEC committee taking care of electrical safety, protection against electric shock, to be the precise, protection against electrical shock. So here these MT12, MT40, these are working groups where I'm a member, technical groups where I'm a member. I'm also a member in TC81, which is taking care of lightning protection system, LPS, SE37A, SPD. And in all the working groups in BIS, the mirror national committees of BIS. Let me start with the first slide. We are making a campaign called as Vidyut Suraksha or Vidyut Surakshit Bharat Abhiyan. This program was started during the last day of last year's the campaign, the National Electrical Safety Week. Then during this time, we have made almost 100 training programs with a participation of more than 25,000 people. With this campaign, we are trying to create awareness on low voltage electrical safety, nothing about high voltage or extra high voltage, only low voltage specific, because most of the accidents are happening in the low voltage system. We also, the second phase of this program, we are planning to start probably within a week's time. We have a group of expertise or experts from national and international level. A lot of working group members from the IEC are supporting me in making this campaign. So this is becoming a big successful program. We selected the subject of low voltage electrical safety because all of you know that, as Gautam Roy sir told, most accidents are in low voltage system. Bombay says, the fire department says 70% of the accidents are from low voltage, or 80% is from fire from in buildings are from electricity, and Delhi says 70, Chennai says 60, and so on. Of course, a lot of accidents are happening in the low voltage system. With respect to electrocution, this is one of the slide in one of the CEA seminars where a Japanese gentleman made a presentation, Mr. Takashi Honda. Approximately 723 people get electrocuted out of 100 million population every year in India. In comparison, you can see the other nations. Japan, it's 12. Probably we are not able to reach that level, but at least we can reach the level of somewhere like, Spain, Poland and all, where the figures are even half. Please note that these figures are from the NCRB data, but these data, whether these are correct or not is also a question. But 723, it's actually alarming. The same group, they made a quiz and made a safety score for India. Out of that, this is specifically for low voltage. The safety score which India got is 16%, which is the lowest out of the G20 nations. So I'm just showing you a video of a fire accident which has happened in a hospital. During this pandemic time, during COVID time, there were about 24 major fire accidents in hospitals, and approximately 100 plus people get killed during this time. And you can see in the video, within 12 seconds, there was a small blast on the ICU equipment. Then there is a first spark at 16 seconds, and now it has become a fire. There is a fire from the equipment. Within 90 seconds, 1.5 minutes, this whole room has become completely filled with smoke. Luckily, nothing happened in this particular case. But as I said, there were 22 accidents or 24 accidents where 100 plus people passed away. So this is, I just quickly go through it. You see this is really a dangerous situation. Another video. My video is taking a little bit time to run. One moment, please. Oh. Normally this don't happen. Please hold on for a moment. I will close the program and restart it.
Yeah, we can see your desktop now.
Yeah. Yes.
The video also almost
start the power.
Continue from there. Yes.
Yes, sir. But what has happened is this.
PPT is closed?
Yes, PPT. I just closed it because it has hanged in between. I'm just starting it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry for the trouble. Normally it don't happen. Yeah. Sorry. Now it's back. So basically, the accidents are really too much in our nation. I also have another video, but I don't want to show that, which is actually an explosion in a petrol pump. Explosion from the earth pit. There were 5 earth pits, and one by one, each one is blasting. Now, actually, in the BIS committee, we were working very hard to make new standards, new guidelines, such as the NEC of India, National Electrical Code 2022, and Guide for Improvement of Electrical Standards. These two documents are under preparation. Now, when it comes to low voltage electricity, actually, the National Electrical Code of India, it is actually originating from the international standard called as IEC 60364, which is followed worldwide. For example, National Electrical Code of America, British Standard, Indian IS 732, all these standards are made based on the uniform the electrical safety regulations, or the standard called as 60364, made by the IEC. Actually, I opened a wrong presentation. One moment, let me put the correct one. So, sorry for that. Worldwide, uniform electrical safety measures are followed, made by IEC 60364. It's a group of standards. There are more than 50 standards in this particular case. When it comes to low voltage electricity, majority of the accidents are happening in low voltage, especially 230, 400 volt. But sometime, in some parts of our nation, people say the voltage is 230, 400. Some places people say 240, 415. Some places people say 440. Sometimes we have confusion even to define the low voltage. What is the supply voltage which we are supposed to use? From that point onwards, our confusion starts. When it comes to the subject of notified voltage, state governments have got notified voltage. Most of the states, low voltage is not included in the notified voltage, or the notified voltage is above the low voltage. As a result, the mandatory verifications are not happening. Not under the LV is not under the preview of Electrical Inspectorate. Regulations focus mainly up to the point of commencement of supply, because inside the building, low voltage, you have to follow a lot of safety measures. Theories applied in high voltage, extra high voltage are not applicable in LV. So basically, our electrical network looks like this. For example, you have I'm not going to make a large presentation. You have the extra high voltage, you have the EHV system, you have the distribution 11, 22 or 33 kV, you have the low voltage system. Now, inside the low voltage system, the first subject of safety is achieved by protective equipotential bonding and automatic disconnection of supply. What does it mean is, from your meter, from your mains incoming up to the last socket, there is a defined disconnection time of the circuit in case of a fault. Say, for example, TT system 0.2 seconds, the final circuit. And for ensuring this disconnection, we are also supposed to make a safety measure called as protective equipotential bonding. What does it mean is, all metal parts in the building, be it application of low voltage, high voltage, extra high voltage, or whatever, all metal parts in your building must be interconnected in such a way that the person is not getting a shock. It is called as protective equipotential bonding. So the correct safety measure is called as protective equipotential bonding and automatic disconnection of supply. For automatic disconnection, we use the protective devices, and these protective devices have a parameter called as fault loop impedance, with which the impedance of the circuit decide the disconnection time. In our standards, we have written to calculate the fault loop impedance, test the fault loop impedance, and during safety audits, you do it. But unfortunately, this method is quite new or quite not followed in India. When it comes to earthing, which is a very important subject of electrical safety, electrical engineers sometimes work like farmers. They dig more and more holes into the soil and put more and more chemical and earth electrode. There is nothing called these 2 for neutral, 2 for body and all. Earthing, like clean earth, power earth, and all these things, separate earth electrodes. This is also a wrong method. This is a big mistake. It can create a bigger problem. The third big mistake is separate electrical installation, separate earth electrodes in soil, and then interconnect everything under the soil. In low voltage, of course, this won't work. This is also a mistake. For electrical installation, one of the first point of safety is system earthing, called as TNC, TNS, TNCS, TT, and IT. You have to find out what kind of system earthing you are making, and accordingly you should follow the system earthing. Lot of pictures are included in the standard. How to make earthing. For example, this is a picture in IS 3043. You can see all the exposed and extraneous conductive parts are connected to one metal bus bar. We also included the inspection part. There are 18 inspection points included for low voltage system. There are 10 or 11 testings which is included in the electrical installation. For example, the fault loop impedance test, effectiveness of automatic disconnection, test number 6. With a meter, you are supposed to measure the impedance and you are supposed to calculate the disconnection time. Now coming to the global earthing system, this is my last slide. Global earthing system. When Mr. Rathore sir asked what subject you talk, then I told let me talk on this, sir. Actually, earthing is the most confusing subject for electrical engineers in India. Global earthing system, you can see the annexure D from IEC 61936. Data collection, initial design, global earthing system. Yes, design complete. Global earthing system, what it is? It means you interconnect all metal parts of your EHV, HV, ELV, LV, everything except the current carrying conductors into a common system, and that is called as global earthing system. By the proximity of its distance, shock voltage has become nearly very less, zero. For example, in one of the GIS which I designed the global earthing system, finally when I tested, the touch voltage was about 12 volt during fault, 50 kiloampere fault current. This is the best system. If you don't go for a global earthing system, then you have to determine the soil characteristics, current flowing to earth, and all these calculations, and finally touch and step voltage, the permissible values must be met. So global earthing system it can be used in your power generating stations, it can be used in transmission stations, and so on. If you have a large area like a generating station where you have different operating voltages, I request please go through the IEC 61936. Global earthing system is the ultimate solution. So with this, I stop my presentation. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. You can also look at the LinkedIn and Facebook and the social media where I am constantly putting a lot of technical information. So that is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. In a very brief time, you introduced us to a new and novel concept, and I think this is something to learn about the global earthing system, and probably the companies will progress towards this. You also highlighted what are the different standards. Thank you very much. In a nutshell, you have covered a lot of things which are new and novel for us. Thanks a lot for joining and giving this session. We now move on quickly to our next session, which is from our very own Rathore sir. I have already introduced him, and let me add a couple of things about him. He's a popular man by now, so I don't think I would need to introduce him. So please go ahead and present. Sri Rathore will talk about CSFT regulations quickly. Share kar dijiye. Share kar dijiye.
Respected Manothia Sahab, Chairman of this technical session, CN Singh Sahab, Pujari Sahab, Tripathi Sahab, Banerjee Sahab, DRK Prasad Sahab, he was my teacher. In this presentation, he is present. That is the luck for me. He was my engineering college teacher. So senior peoples from the CSPTCL, CSPTCL. I'll take only 10 minutes because we will share our presentation, but we have the time constraint. आप मैं next सुनिए तो next बोलूँगा तो आप मारिए सीधा
हम कर देंगे यहाँ से
next sir.
Okay.
The topic which is to be covered here is the non-compliance of the CA regulation. Second one is the Electricity Act 2003, legal provision for the electrical safety, and last one is the Sachet booklet. Next one. You can see the compliance in our India. Next one. These are the non-compliance of the electrical system in our India. Why the regulation has to be framed, why these rules and regulation come, you can see. Next one. wiring system in India. Next one. Next one. आगे जाइए. नहीं, पीछे. This is the condition of earthing that just now the Gopa Kumar Sahab stress on the earthing, but our earthing system you can see how the peoples are managing the earthing. This is the particular for the DISCOM peoples. Next one. DISCOM and the utility substation. This is one transmission substation. Calibration portion in the last see you can see the calibration. It is already it's having some reading. The cable tray arrangement, the earth mate. All these are the violence of the regulation. Next one. See the danger plate. Whether it is danger or not, we don't know. But once we get the shock, automatically we know this is the danger box. Next one, fencing is not there. उधर देखिए नीचे उधर देखिए right side में the people are enjoying lunch. One of the big station in our this Chhattisgarh that is PGCIL. Next one. Next sir.
वहीं से कर दो, एरो की से कर दो, बॉटम एरो की से. ठीक है.
हाँ, this is the.
तो वही रहने दो ना. Leave it there.
नहीं ये घिस रहा है. And next you can see this is a very interesting thing. The people using whether who is the that कब्जा किसने किया वही पता नहीं चल रहा है इसमें वो है उसने एक में हाँ बस इसको दिखाइए. ये है इंडिया की हालत. अब उसको 5000 से हमको जीरो लाना है तो समझ लीजिए क्या करना पड़ेगा. एक्सीडेंट जो है 5000 हो रहा है उसको हमको भी जीरो लाना है. The people are using our electric pole is a next one. This is the best utilized by the someone of the civil contractor. Next one. ये project time का है. This is the after the our observation we put the observation then the people are doing like this one. Next one. ये left side है during the construction time right. Next page. ऊपर में होगा सर सबसे. Okay, next page. This is the Electricity Act. Next one. This is the how our this safety aspect, the rules and regulations are developed. जल्दी फटाफट दबाइए. 1956 में start हुआ, 2010 में regulation के form आया. Before that it was the IE rule, Indian Electricity Rule. Then 2015 में again it is the some amendment was there. Again 2018 some amendment. And the last one 2019, and then now 2022 we put a draft regulation for the public comment, and which is available in the global in the on all public domain. So it is requested to all the concerned throughout the India to put your comment so that we can be incorporate it in a suitably place in the regulation, because the once the regulation is published you have to follow that one. If you have the some concern you can put in the form of the comment, because the any regulation can be made by the Ministry of Law only. Before that, the CA has the given to chance for the this drafting and everything, finalizing this one. Once we finalize our our authority means the CA authority will be put it in the legal section, and legal section will send to the Ministry of Law. Then it will be published. Once it is published, we cannot do anything. So that's why again I request to all the stakeholder to put your comment. Right now, whatever we have the regulation 2010. How we can read it, because it is the 237 page. So everything is given, chapter number 1, what is given, chapter number 2, chapter number 4, 6, 7, everything. So you have to go the chapter wise to read that one. Read not to read the all 237 page at a one time. Next one. This is power system, no problem. आगे बढ़िए, सभी तो सबको पता है. Safety regulation के what is the importance? You can see here it is the basically aim is what we have to minimize the accident, either in the form of the fatal or the non-fatal or the commercial loss. Next one. Chapter 1 to 3. इसमें एक चीज I request to the all the attendees that there must be the some ESO, that the electrical safety officer, and the electrical safety officer is the equally responsible as the safety officer for the electrical accident or the electrical handling of the system. Next one. ये इसका ये दिया है, ESO के लिए एक ऑर्डर निकालना पड़ता है, आपके कंपनी में एक ऑर्डर निकालना पड़ेगा. नेक्स्ट वन. You can see this is about the mean sea level, one of the biggest station in India. This एक biggest station है हमारा इंडिया का, जहां ऐसा पानी भर. So the installation has to be above the MSL, means mean sea level. Next one. If mean sea level is not given, it is not specified, then आप local municipal corporation में जो भी आज तक के 20 साल 50 साल का उनके पास डेटा रहता है, उसके ऊपर में ही उसको प्लेटफॉर्म बनाइए. When we are constructing any substation, the standard is given, no problem. ये आगे ये सब स्टैंडर्ड यूज होते हैं. नेक्स्ट वन. उसी का है डेंजर प्लेट ऐसा होना है. ये हम बार बार आपको इसलिए बोलते हैं बिकॉज इट इज द स्पेसिफाइड इन रेगुलेशन. देखिए रेगुलेशन 7 में क्या है, बेयर कंडक्टर को नहीं होना है. रेगुलेशन 18 में क्या है, सर बार बार राठौर साहब आता है और यही बोलता है कि डेंजर प्लेट लगा दो, डेंजर प्लेट लगा दो. डेंजर प्लेट नहीं लगाएंगे तो हमारा क्या होगा. इट इज द रूल, इट इज अंडर द रेगुलेशन. आपको लगाना ही है, ऐसा सवाल ही नहीं है कि नहीं लगाना. एक दूसरा बंदा जो है लगाया है, मेरे ख्याल से 20 साल पहले लगाया है. देखिए यू कैन सी डेंजर प्लेट है कि टेग लगाया, दैट वी कैन नॉट अंडरस्टैंड. So that it should be the properly updated and local language में. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं छत्तीसगढ़ में लगा दूं और जो है मलयालम लैंग्वेज का डेंजर प्लेट तो कंपनी बनाती है ना, तो वो उधर का कॉन्ट्रैक्टर रहेगा, यहाँ आके लगा देगा मलयालम वाला, गुजरात में आके लगा देगा कन्नड़ वाला. यूजलेस है, एटलीस्ट सम पीपल. तो दैट रूल इज दैट इंग्लिश, हिंदी एंड द लोकल लैंग्वेज उसमें होना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट वन. आइसोलेट, ये ठीक है, रेगुलेशन में दिया है. नेक्स्ट वन. पीपी किट, जो हम बार बार पीपीटी की सेफ्टी वाला जो बोलता है, इट इज गिवन इन द रेगुलेशन 19. नेक्स्ट वन. डिस्चार्ज ट्यूब और डिस्चार्ज, वो दिस इज अगेन गिवन इन द रेगुलेशन 19. कौन कौन सा चीज यूज होना चाहिए, दैट इज गिवन इन द रेगुलेशन 19. नेक्स्ट वन. ओवरलोडिंग का इफेक्ट देखिए, दिस इज द गिवन इन द रेगुलेशन 20 एंड 21 कि प्रॉपर आपको ट्रेंच में करना है. सर हमने आपको इलेक्ट्रिकल सप्लाई दे दिया ना, पीपल्स आर गिविंग दैट टाइप ऑफ आंसर. सर इलेक्ट्रिकल सप्लाई जा रहा है ना, इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट, इट शुड बी प्रॉपर्ली ड्रेस्ड एंड प्रॉपर्ली प्लेस्ड. नेक्स्ट वन. ये सब रूल है सर. लेइंग आप केबल का, अगेन इट इज गिवन इन द रेगुलेशन 76. नेक्स्ट वन. फर्स्ट एड बॉक्स के बारे में पूछते हैं सर. इलेक्ट्रिकल वाला फर्स्ट एड बॉक्स में क्यों पूछता है, This is given in the regulation 27. First aid box, every installation has to be, even I am very happy that in my room, the first aid box is put by the NTPC. Where I am staying here, where the first aid box is there. I am very happy because there is something happening, there's some arrangement is there. Next one, a recession chart jo hai, this is the shock treatment chart. It is given under the regulation 28. First time charging के लिए what are the mandatory? The first time charging का पहले electrical installation is under the regulation 43. उसके लिए क्या document चाहिए? It is given. We can share this presentation. For the periodic inspection, for the repetitive inspection, it is given under the regulation 30. The things is given in regulation 30. The periodic inspection should not be more than 5 years, but it should be within that voltage that is notified by the respective government. The periodicity has to be notified by the government, and government of India notifies the 2 year for the EHV, 4 year for the MV, and further less than the something 650. It is the whatever the existence practice should be continue. So that's why it is mandatory periodic inspection. हाँ नहीं ठीक बताता हूँ. Next one. ये तो आइसोलेटर और उसका अर्थ स्विच का इंटरलॉक सिस्टम है. कभी कभी कंफ्यूजन रहता है और लोग इसी में ज्यादातर एक्सीडेंट होता है इन सबस्टेशन. नेक्स्ट वन. ओवरहेड लाइन को देखिए कैसे यूज कर रहे हैं लोग. कोई अपना गाय बांध रहा है तो कोई उसमें ये कर रहा है. ये दिस इज द मिसयूज ऑफ द that whatever the existing electrical system. Next one. देखिए the ground clearance. This shows about the ground clearance. और एक तो कपड़ा सुखा रहे हैं. Next one. Now the CA division. CA का हम जो काम कर रहे हैं, we are the टोटल मिला के CA में 7 मेंबर्स होते हैं. जैसे आपका बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर रहता है, उसमें से एक मेंबर जो गौतम राय साहब है, उसके अंडर में मेरे ख्याल से 11 डिवीजन है. टोटल CA का 45 डिवीजन में से एक डिवीजन CI है, जिसको आप CA करते रहते हैं इंस्पेक्शन के लिए. वो 1/45 पार्ट ऑफ द CA वॉल्यूम वर्क, दैट इज द हेडेड बाय द CI. उसका 1/5 जो है RIO वेस्ट है. और RIO वेस्ट में वैसे सारे RIO साउथ, RIO ईस्ट सबके अलग अलग स्टेट है. हमारे में महाराष्ट्र, गुजरात गवर्नमेंट, गुजरात, MP, छत्तीसगढ़, गोवा, दमन दीव एंड दादरा नगर हवेली, ये हमारा स्ट्रक्चर है. तो दिस डिवीजन इज हेडेड बाय द श्री रमेश कुमार साहब. अब यू कैन सी द वॉल्यूम ऑफ द CA वर्क. वहां हम लोग कहाँ खड़े हैं. नेक्स्ट वन. Sachet, this is the very important booklet. May I request to all the here present attendees, online or offline, we'll circulate this in the soft copy. You can take circulate to your people, and either if it is possible then take the print out. If it is possible, it's not possible, then okay, but other possible, then publish this in their own language also. Own language means the Kannada है तो कन्नड़ में कीजिए, मलयालम है तो मलयालम में कीजिए, like that one. ये हम सर्कुलेट कर देंगे. नेक्स्ट वन. ये CA ड्राफ्ट रेगुलेशन के बारे में है. इसमें ये ड्राफ्ट रेगुलेशन अभी पब्लिक डोमेन में है, जिसको जो कमेंट करना है वो इसमें कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट वन. क्या क्या चेंजेस हुए हैं उसको हमने मेन को हाईलाइट किया. 27 में एक चेंजेस है. नेक्स्ट वन. 36 में थोड़ा चेंजेस है केबल्स के बारे में. नेक्स्ट वन. 77 में पहले नहीं था, अभी थर्मल पावर प्लांट के लिए स्पेशल प्रोविजन रख रहे हैं सर, पर्टिकुलर फॉर द NTPC एंड द IPPs. स्पेशल प्रोविजन आ रहा है ये 77A में. नेक्स्ट वन. सेफ्टी रिक्वायर फॉर हाइड्रो प्लांट के लिए भी ऐड कर किया है. ये स्पेसिफिक है, प्लांट स्पेसिफिक. नेक्स्ट वन. 97 है. अगेन द अमेंडमेंट्स एंड देयर ड्राफ्ट इज देयर. 22, 23, 24 ये HVDC के लिए. नाउ डे द इंडिया हैज द सो मेनी HVDC स्टेशंस एंड HVDC लाइन. पहले नहीं था. तो दिस इज 2010 में जब ये बना था रेगुलेशन तो नहीं था. अभी ये दिस इज द एडेड. नेक्स्ट वन. GIS अभी GIS हो रहा है. पहले तो ऐसा माने स्पेस का कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं था, बट राइट नाउ द स्पेस इज अगेन प्रॉब्लम. GIS सबस्टेशन आर द प्रीफर्ड. तो न्यू रेगुलेशन इज द एडेड. नेक्स्ट वन इज द सोलर के लिए. सोलर इज दिस ग्रीन एनर्जी द प्राइम फैक्टर टू बी इंटीग्रेट. तो इसके लिए अलग से ऐड किया है. 128 से 134, 135 से 141 ये विंड एनर्जी का जो इंटीग्रेशन हो रहा है उसके लिए ऐड किया है. तो दिस आर द these are the some draft that you can be put your comment on this one, and we can be consider appropriately if it is the feasible for us after the technical discussion with our the expert. So that is okay. Right. Another thing is that now another thing is that the CA portal is the switch over the NSWS portal, National Single Window System. वो जो पहले सीए के वेबसाइट में जाके आप सीधा अप्लाई करते थे, अभी वो अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते. अभी पूरे का जितना भी अप्रूवल है वो सब है, वो जो है सेंट्रलाइज हो गया है. इट इज मॉनिटर्ड बाय द पीएमओ. तो जो भी आप अप्लाई करेंगे वो पहले पीएमओ जाता है, वहां से हमको एक रीरूट होके आता है. आज अभी अप्लाई करेंगे तो आधा घंटा बाद हमारे पास आएगा. फिर उसके बाद वो फिर हम जो भी प्रोसेस है वही प्रोसेस इज सेम, बट एप्लीकेशन द वे ऑफ एप्लीकेशन इज ओनली चेंज. तो दैट विल शेयर, वो हम आपको सबको मेल में शेयर कर देंगे कि व्हाट इज द न्यू प्रोसीजर टू अप्लाई फॉर द आइदर अंडर फॉर रेगुलेशन 43 or the रेगुलेशन 30. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, Dr. Saab, for giving such a nice presentation, taking us through what is happening in the country and what is the state of affairs today. You talked about several things, and we also talked about Sachet booklet. Sir, we have only 2-3 sessions, which are all short sessions, not big ones. और एक मैं अपने और सहयोगियों से एनटीपीसी के और थर्मल पावर के कंपनियों से कहूंगा कि 77A को पढ़ लें. अगर कुछ अपना कमेंट्स है तो वी शुड गिव, बिकॉज दिस इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी. एंड थैंक यू फॉर गिविंग taking us quickly through the regulations. So we have only 3 sessions, 3 short sessions now. We'll be taking about 10 minutes each, and that should be the path that we'll follow. The next session is from Shri Vikram Thorat, Assistant Director, CARIO West, and he'll talk about electrical accident analysis. Good job. Switch off.
Hello, am I
Yeah.
audible? Good afternoon all, I'm Vikram Thorat. I'll present some present situation in India about electrical accidents and what are the data that in what sector what kind of accidents are happening. I'll present that. So this is content of my presentation. Electrical accidents, present situation. What is CA doing about it? So electrical energy is one of the most efficient energy, and it is a key economic driver of the progress of the nation. Currently, we are judging a nation's progress by GDP and all, but per capita energy consumption is also one of the major indicators of a country's progress. For example, currently India is consuming 1200 kilowatt hours per capita per person for annum. But progressive countries like USA and China are consuming much more energy than what is in India consuming, and still the rate of accident in India is more than what is there in other progressed countries. So we have to work more efficiently in reducing these accidents, and at the same time we have to increase our energy consumption and provide sustainable development for our animals and other species also. So the incident and fatality rates of electrical accidents in developed countries are significantly high, and India, being a developing country, has also a significant share of deaths per annum in total deaths due to unnatural deaths. So Rathore sir explained like currently there are around 10 to 15 deaths happening per day in India due to electrocution, and USA that rate is around 9 to 10, and China and European country they are at very less level. So we have to work hard in this aspect to reduce the electrical accidents. Next. So these are statistics of electrical accidents in which we have included human and animal, both fatal and non-fatal. So the green bar you can see that is total electrical accident, including human and animal, fatal and non-fatal. So this is the data from 2012-13, 2019-20, and we can see in the in between period the graph has shot up. But recently, after we have taken up this awareness campaign in 2017-18. After that, the graph has gradually started reducing, and our aim is to reduce that graph to nil till 2030. Next slide. So
ये है ना reported data है, पीछे जाइए तो. And it is looking like that that in 2013-14 to the 2018-19 the data was the accident is very much, because that time the construction and the many more projects are coming in the power sector. And another thing is that the 1920 is the corona period. So the way the people are not much more handling the electricity during that one. They are some of the micro scale industries are the off during that time. तो जो डिस्कॉम में जो होता था वो थोड़ा कम दिख रहा है. स्टिल वी आर वर्किंग ऑन दैट वन की टू रिड्यूस दिस 10,000 से हम थोड़ा कम करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. बट एक चीज है कि हम सबसे रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि द पीपल्स आर नॉट रिपोर्टिंग द इलेक्ट्रिकल एक्सीडेंट. दे आर फियर दैट समवन नो द दिस एक्सीडेंट हैपनिंग, देन द कुछ गड़बड़ कर देगा, आ जाएगा, कुछ इन्वेस्टिगेशन होगा, किसी को पकड़ लेगा, ये कर लेगा, वो वैसा फियर है. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. व्हेन द एनी टाइप ऑफ एक्सीडेंट हैपनिंग, प्लीज report to the concerned electrical inspectorate, so that at least we can have the electrical inspector will go there, investigate that one. They are not for the punishment of any, they are analyzing that one, and the outcome has to be the circulate to the each and every one, so that the next type repetition should not be there. That is our concern.
Thank you, sir. So this is the accident cases about human species in India. So we can see there are around 4 to 6,000. The graph varies between 4,000 to 6,000. In 1920, it has reduced to 4,000 because of COVID there were less construction activities, so less deaths were there. And we have seen that energy consumption or energy installed capacity, it is increasing yearly. Annually, there is an increase in annual installed capacity and power demand, but the graph is sloping downwards. So that means there is some awareness spreading across, and CA is instrumental in spreading that awareness. And organizing sessions like these, we are trying to reach through every corner of the nation. And with under able guidance of our respected Rathod sir, we are motivating people to organize such kind of workshops and spreading awareness so that they can spread the word in their local native places, and everyone in this country is electrically safe and sound. Next slide, please. These are one aspect we neglect is we just talk about human safety. What about animal safety? Whenever we talk about development, we have to make sure that development is sustainable. We have to also take care of the environment and animal species who are living in that environment. So what happens like in transmission line, the snapping of conductor and all these things, because the monkeys and peacocks and buffaloes, all these roam around under the transmission lines. And when the conductor snaps, these get electrocuted, but no one cares about them. But no, it's not like that. CA has also taken care of that, that we have you have to report the number of animal accidents also, like it is a fatal accidents or non-fatal accidents. So we have to work in such a manner that we have to reduce animal fatalities also. To ensure the development is sustainable. Next slide, please. This is statewide electrical accident data. So we can see the Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh are topping the list because obviously there is a huge population and huge development in power.
Again, I want to clarify here, it is not like that Maharashtra is a notorious state, electrically notorious state. Because of the volume of energy used by the Maharashtra and UP is so much greater than the CSCB or the Kerala. So we cannot compare like that one.
I wonder why Bihar is not.
Graph is these are the some.
Next slide. Yes, sir. Definitely. So this is the percentage distribution of electrical accidents across 3 sectors of electricity, that is generation, transmission, and distribution. So we can see GENCOs are very less. GENCOs contributions is very less in accidents because like NTPC is one of the generating station. So most of the people here are technicians and they know every aspects of safety and that protective equipment and all. But what happens in distribution sector, people are not very aware, and every day they get in contact with this electricity. So this 70% of accidents happen in distribution sector. So more sensitization has to be done in distribution sector. And next is transcos. Next slide, please. So these are the causes of electrical accidents arranged according to their percentage. So most of the accidents happen due to accidental contact with electrical wire or equipment. Second is snapping of conductor. Third is inadequate or lack of maintenance. Fourth is violation of safety regulations. and other reasons. So other reasons like Rathore sir explains, our negligence or our chalta hai attitude. Somebody says like I have been working in working with electrical equipments since 20 years, so मुझे कुछ नहीं होगा. ऐसा नहीं है. It takes only 20 seconds to get electrocuted. So your 20 years of experience will not come into work there. So what are the issues and challenges in our countries? So these are major issues: inadequate or substandard quality of PPE kits, substandard quality of wires, no heat towards hazards and taking it casually, short circuiting in building. Mumbai mein to there are a lot of accidents happening in high-rise buildings. Recently, Taddev, there was like 17-18 people died in there due to smoke. That fire produces that smoke. A lack of proper earthing system is also one of the major reasons. Next is what are the other issues? So illegal construction buildings in the proximity of existing lines, open DBs for service lines, lack of maintenance. All these other factors aggravate to the these hazards. Next. So what CE is doing about collecting this information about these accidents, you have to intimate the electrical incident that happened in your area to electrical inspector within 48 hours. Then our chief electrical inspector will inquire and report to the cause of accident in its jurisdiction. So every electrical inspector who goes to inquire holds an power of civil code judge under the Code of Civil Procedures on section 1. This is given in section 161 of Electricity Act, and the prepared report may be given to the court concerned organization for further necessary action. So we also collect the data about electrical accidents from utilities in our region. So these data are collected under Form 19 and Form 20. So Form 19 is about, next slide. Form 19 is about under which section the accident is happening. Is it a generating station? Is it a transmission or distribution? Or is it a utility under semi-government, under government or private? All these, is it a human accident? Is it a fatal, non-fatal? All this data is collected under Form 19. And under Form 20, next slide. Form pitch. Or ek pitch. This is Form 20. In this form, we collect the cause of the accident. Is it a snapping of conductor? Is it an accidental contact? Or whatever the cause is, you have to mention it here. So every accident is covered under this Form 19 and 20, and you have to give this information to CEA. Next. Studies. I'll briefly explain. Next slide, please. So this is about. Okay. We'll circulate these slides so that you can go through these case studies. Next slide, please. Next. What measures can we take to curb these electrical accidents? So first is awareness. You have to spread the awareness about all these. That is what we are doing here. Next is electrical safety officer. You have to designate an electrical safety officer in every organization for your maintenance of your electrical equipment. Third is compliance of CA, जो regulation is CA के उसके साथ comply करना है. And fourth is accountability. Everyone should be accountable for their part in this organization. Next. This is about Sachet booklet. So we have, sir has already talked about it. So we'll circulate it at the end of the this presentation. Next. So whoever fails to comply any orders or directions or regulations made under CA, this is under section 146 of Electricity Act 2003, that whoever fails to comply the regulations or orders given by CA, it is liable to imprisonment for a term which may extend for 3 months, and for a fine which may extend up to 1 lakh rupees, with both in respect to each offense. And even if after giving this warning they fail to comply, then this fine can be continued with additional fine of 5,000 for every day of non-compliance. So this is not to make everyone afraid of CA, but to make them aware of what the regulations are there, and they must comply with the regulation that CA is providing. So this is all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving such data and also insights into what is happening and where it is happening. So thank you very much, and you also give glimpses of a lot of insights about, and that was something interesting, that we also monitor animal getting affected due to accidents. So thank you very much. We have two two quick sessions left. One from PGCIL and one from NTPC about the best practices. And for the next session, PGCIL ka session hai next? Okay, so for the next session, we invite Sri Kuleshwar Sahuji, Senior General Manager from PGCIL Corporate Office. A very warm welcome to you, Sahu Sahab. We're eager to listen from you about the best practices adopted in PGCIL. Let me quickly introduce Sahu Sahab. He has worked earlier as a professor in Government Polytechnic Durg. So here we have a technocrat, we have teacher, we have worked in solar division of REIL, Rajasthan Electronics and Instrumentation Limited, and he is with Power Grid since 1995, and has worked in various segments like regional asset and grid management and coordination of erection testing. And he provides training on safe practices on transmission line program under various umbrellas and also with WRIO. So over to you, Sahu sir. A humble request that kindly keep your presentation time because we have already surpassed the time. So requesting you to kindly see a little about the time as well. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Tripathi sir, and session chairman Manotia sir. Namaskar. Rathore sir, Director WRIO, senior colleagues, and present all the members through virtual modes and physical mode. वहीं से शेयर करेंगे सर, मैं करूँ यहाँ से.
We have the presentation here downloaded. अगर आप वहाँ से कर लें सर, तो it will be easier for you to transition. आप कर सकते हैं. You will have a share button. Share click कर लें और screen वाला option select करिए. देख लेते हैं. If you can share easily, नहीं तो हम कर देंगे.
सर वहीं से कर दीजिए, बेटर है.
यहाँ से कर दें. हाँ. बोल दीजिए.
अभी सर खाने का भी टाइम हो गया, तो और आपने बताया
था सर, आप अपना शेयर करिए.
मेजर पॉइंट पे जाऊंगा सर.
We are eager to listen to you.
Yeah.
ले लीजिए. हाँ, your slide is on the screen.
हाँ, दिख रहा. तो प्रेजेंटेशन मोड में कर दी, बड़ा हो जाएगा वो.
नहीं हो गया सर, आपके यहाँ हल्का सा लैग होगा. It is in presentation mode. You can go ahead.
Okay. Next. So my presentation main objective is how to protect the human being and transmission system asset from the accidental loss due to unsafe working. Next. So it categorized in three parts: need of the safety, risk assessment, best practices. So need of safety is more or less it is covered. I will take very few time. Next. This is the one system, sir, where just I want to emphasize that safety starts from the human being. If you see that there is a two picture is there. One is the electrical system without earthing, and second is the with earthing. So if you see that in without earthing, the current is passing through the human being, and another system it is passing through the grounded. So it says the importance of the earthing in our electrical system. Next. This is the graph which is a safe limit of the current, where it is safe and beyond that is unsafe. Next. Next, this is already discussed, so I will not take. Next. So this is important. And this is not only limited to transmission system. This is for each and everything. We have to, before we start up any work, following steps to be done. We have to break the work into sub-activity. Then for each sub-activity, we have to identify what are the risks involved, and accordingly, we have to plan the risk mitigation method. And after that, we have to brief. After I have to brief about the work and their responsibility. Next. This is a simple photographs where you have seen that two motorcycles they are driving. So if you go in such a sub-activity, what is the risk during the driving of two-wheeler? There is a risk of head injury during the accident. So what is the mitigation? Using the helmet is the mitigation. So in similar way, we have to carry out for each sub-activity, we have to identify the risk and we have to take the mitigation, how to mitigate the risk. There is sample risk assessment for some activities. Hyperlink पे थोड़ा click कर दो. So after that, PTW and SFT. So before doing any maintenance on HV, EHV energized equipment transmission line, first and foremost is we have to take the permit to work or sanction for test. And it ensure equipment area is isolated, de-energized and safe for working. Second is the demarcation. We have to demarcate the safe areas. Then cross-check the working area for de-energization by live line detector, what NTPC CPAN, they told they are using that. Then apply additional local earthing. We have to also use the local earthing. Use required PP identified during the risk mitigation. This is very important. Suppose you are working on the tower height, so there is a risk of the falling from the height. So we have to use proper PP, safety belt, or next is maintain safe clearance. So there is a definition of permit to work and sanction for test. Just I will describe. Permit to work is work where it is issued where we have to permanently earth the both the sides. Like we are working in the transmission line for change of insulator. So both the substation and we have to close the earth switch permanently. In that case, we will go for the permit to work. And second is sanction for test. Some of the time we required for, suppose in the switchyard, we have to testing the breaker. So we require during testing, we have to open the earth switch and close the earth switch. So for such activity, there is a sanction for test we are using. Next. Then work permit and clearances. The important thing, person who is issuing the clearance ensure that equipment line is made, isolated and de-energized through the primary earthing and danger notice attached appropriately. The equipment lines remain safe till the clearance has been duly surrendered and cancelled. So this is the responsibility who is issuing the permit and who is requesting and working. Clearly identify the line, equipment, isolation and for making the safe work. All equipment lines shall be considered live until it is confirmed to be dead. Maintain safe working distance from all adjoining live equipment. Apply local earthing before commencement work. Ensure all material earthing have been removed before returning permit. Next. Primary earthing and additional earthing. Most of the AHV case, primary earthing, it is a design earthing. For isolated, it is earthing is there. Additional earthing is a some portable type earthing is there. Next. Method of connection and disconnect. This is most important. Any accident, most of the accident is causing because during the connection of earthing or disconnection. So when we are going for discharge particular equipment for doing some work, first we have to connect the discharge cable to the ground, then only connect the other end to the conductor. So this is the sequence when we are earthing, discharging any equipment, and reverse vice versa. When disconnecting, first disconnect the discharge cable fixed to the conductor, then only disconnect the other end fixed to the ground to avoid any accident. This is the most important. I want to share all of you. If we have followed these two things, almost 50% accident can be reduced. Next. Demarcation, what we have discussed in Power Grid, generally we have demarcated the areas and testing areas. Next. Verification. Please verify before going for any maintenance, whether it is charge or discharge. Please verify through the in market their equipment are available, non-touch type equipment are available. Through that you can verify. Next. These are safe clearances data is there. So please maintain when you're working in particular voltage level, what the safe limit is there. Next. This is some sample is there where two isolators is there and breaker is there. So when suppose we want to go for the testing of the breaker, so first we have to open the breaker, then after that open the isolator. Then if system has a permit, some earth switch is there, we close the earth switch. And if additional induction is there, then some additional portable earthing cell also apply. Next. This is also very important, the healthiness of the discharge rod. Next. Use of substandard discharge rod shall be strictly prohibited. Next. Discharge or ground connection. Avoid poor earthing at work end. Please ensure the ground end should be properly connected. Next. Substation maintenance commonly, I will discuss about some common activities. In switchyard, we are maintaining the bay equipment, line equipment, bus bar, transformer reactor, FSC, TCSC, control and protection panels. Next. Point to be taken care. For bay maintenance, if you are going for bay maintenance, please ensure the work area isolated, de-energized before start of work. Work may be limited as per the work permit. This is very important. We have planned to work for particular, suppose breaker testing is there. So we should limit it to the breaker testing during that permit. In case of any urgent additional maintenance is required, this is the permission to be taken. We have seen several tripping, bus bar tripping is there. We are going for the annual maintenance for the bay equipment, and we thought there is some problem, some alignment issue with the isolators. So during this same time, we are going for alignment work, and there is a bus fault is there. So we should strictly adhere to what we have allowed for line equipment maintenance. Line equipment is they are connected with the lines. So please ensure line voltage and current to be zero before earthing the system. That is very important. Next.
Sir, last 3 minutes, sir.
Yes, continue karo sir. Next. 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 These are same clearances already discussed. Next. Next. This transmission line, this is most important, is no backfit certificate. When we are going, this is certificate, we certified no backfit with the detail of the isolation earthing carried at remote station in order to achieve safe during the maintenance testing. No backfit certificate must be obtained from all concerned station. All detail of NBC must be entered in PW. This is very important for any transmission line maintenance or line equipment maintenance. Next. Safety briefing and TNP testing. Next. Use mobile fall arrestor during climbing up the tower. This is the very important. If anything goes wrong, the person will be safe. Next. This vertical knob line, the same as good as the previous one. Next. During movement in the tower for horizontal lifeline is also available. So please use horizontal lifeline to avoid any accident. Next. Retractable type fall arrestor. This is generally used when we are some insulator replacement or suspension type. So this is hang on the top of the crossover and with the person which if he is going to work on the insulator. Next. This is the case where you should use such protective device. Next. Tool and plants will not be dropped to ground on completion of maintenance. That is the normal practice after completion of the people on hurry and they are throwing from the top. So they may be cause of accident. So please use proper pulley and other thing. Next. Safe lifting capacity. Please use what is the capacity of your equipment for using. Next. Monthly safety training for employees and contract labor that will create awareness. Next. First aid training covering all the employees, that should be also part of the safety practices. Next. Safety start with awareness, what we are doing, and awareness start with the people who are connected with the system. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving a quick glance and best practices that you follow in Power Grid. There's a lot to learn from that. Also, thank you for adhering to the time schedule. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So we have come to the last presentation of the day today in the proceedings, and this is from the NTPC CPAT team about the best practices that we follow here. And we have a team of 3 executives who will be presenting today. One is Shri GC Mohanta, he is AGM Electrical Maintenance, Mr. Vikas Gupta, Senior Manager, and Ms. Neha Gupta, Senior Manager from our Electrical Maintenance team. So over to the CPAT team. Kindly adhere to your timelines. Kindly share the best practices. So you're the host team, you have a little privilege, but don't overstep the timings.
Good afternoon all. Respected senior officials from the Central Electricity Authority, from various GENCOs, from transmission sites, from distributions, various institutions, they have joined this virtual and this direct online forum. From NTPC sides, from NTPC CPAT, I would like to give some introduction. NTPC CPAT have 3 units of 660 megawatt and 2 units of 500 megawatt, and we are having 765 kV transmission system and switchyard, and 400 kV and also 132 kV. And we are also internally we are dealing 11 kV, 3.3 kV, and 415 volt distribution system. Nearly more than 100 numbers of LT switchgears are there, around 30 HT switchgears there, and transformer more than 100 transformer are there. And we are dealing transmission cable also, around 300 kilometer transmission cable inside the plants we are having using. And in our total NTPC CPAT, we are having a lot of daily activity. From the beginning, we are going through a routine checking of every transformer, every cable gallery system, thermovision, and various other monitoring system. From that, we are having a preventing maintenance activity. In the preventing maintenance and breakdown maintenance, they are separately we are dealing. In preventing maintenance, daily we are having a standard routine procedure. So all the equipments we are touching, and if there is any looseness, any spark or any something already happened, or a hotspot we find, we are dealing every day daily monitoring program. And in preventive breakdown maintenance, if there is anything suddenly equipment fail, then we are attacking and immediately we are solving. And many of the activity best practices in CPATs are there. Next slide, sir. We're having a Lotto box in switchyard, and in this Lotto box, our engineer will be explain better. Mr. Vikas.
Thank you, sir. So now we will be looking after some of the best practices of electrical maintenance department that are being followed at NTPC CPAT. Whenever a permit to work has been issued by operation, in switchyard we have further a Lotto box is there for lockout takeout box. A lockout takeout box is a initiative that is being followed up by operation, but for further use at our end, what we are doing, because we are doing the maintenance work of lines and switchyard, which is half a kilometer from control room, we are taking the permit from operation, keeping the key that is being received by operation in our Lotto box. And because different teams are going for the same job, because if the line maintenance has to be done, which is 30 kilometers distance, 2 to 3 groups are there. They are taking the key of this Lotto box. When the complete team will return back, then only the permit will be cancelled. We are following this in our CPAT. Next. This was already explained by Sahu sir during the Power Grid presentation. We are also using the portable earthing the similar fashion. We are putting the flexible connection before to the earth point, and below the lowest point of the earth of any equipment, we are using the portable earth. new initiative in our non-working area of switchyard. The main issue is of grass, and de-weeding has to be done throughout. We have taken an initiative. We have done 5 meters PCC work on both sides of cable trenches, so that in case of any emergency like fire, if it happens, if in any case, then also our cable will remain healthy. We have taken the initiative. We have completed the job in our switchyard in all 765, 400 and 132 kV area. Next. We have marking in our switchyard. There are 3 switchyard in our CPAT, 132 kV, 400 kV and 765 kV. The marking of all the base, the color coding is there, R, Y and B. And further, next slide. The marking of all the bays are from both sides. You are entering from left side or right side of any bay, their marking is there specifically for all the bays. Next. Now the best practices regarding some of the switch gears. We have bilingual standing instruction for all the switch gears, STL NT switch gear placed in the switch gear, so that it is very clear for all the operators who are working in the switch gear for isolation or normalization what has to be done. Further, to add on to this, a new initiative has been taken by our operation team right now. Whenever the isolation has to be done, they are getting the selfie of the individual equipment when the equipment is being isolated from or it is normalized. Next slide. We have one more initiative we have taken. We have done the marking of all the equipments of all the switch gears clearly, so that it is very clear that which equipment has to be isolated and what is the source of the equipment. That is also very clear. Next slide. It is very important because in any ST switch gear, when it has to be maintained during overhauling, or if an equipment has to be maintained during the running, preventive maintenance has to be done, we need to check the IR. In many of the cases, we need to open the switch gear from the back side. So we have cross marking, painted and numbering both, so that it is very clear that which equipment has to be isolated and which board has to be, which particular section has to be opened for doing the measuring or any maintenance work. For further presentation, I request Neha.
Good afternoon, everybody. The next one of the next best practices which we are following in NTPC CPAT, like in switchgear, as HOP sir said, that we are using non-contact voltage detector. That is after getting PTW and isolation of any switchgear or any equipment using standard isolation processes. We first, before working in that switchgear, we first check for the any voltages is there in the dead bus or not, and after confirming that only we. Next slide. The other practices that that using the earthing discharge rod, any if for it is being followed for any equipment for any feeder bus, and for using any discharge using the discharge rods, we follow the standard operating procedure that we first connected with the earthing strip, then using it, and then disconnected the discharge rod, and then we disconnected it from the earthing strips. And for all these procedures, we ensure the use of PPEs. So we have has been shown in slides as well that we are using arc flash suits both in HT and LT switch gears. And though we have the different ratings for the HT and the LT, that is 40 joules per centimeter square for HT, and LT is 8 joule per centimeter square. It is as per the SOPs and the O&M safety rule book. So we are following that, and and then after that, only after discharging the equipment for the any stray voltages, we start working on that switchgear any equipment. Next slide. This is the other best practice which we are following, that we have painted the bus coupler in red color, if both from the front and the rear side, so as to indicate the working personnel that now the section is going to end. And we have also pasted the use of arc flash suit stickers, that because we have mandated it for all the working persons that for any before start of any work we have to use the arc flash suits, and that has been indicated in all the panels of the switchgear as well. Next slide. We have used the insulated mats in all HT-LT offsite switch gears, and it is a level of 33 kV, and it is as we all know, it is to prevent the shock if or any if any condition exists. Next. This is another thing which we have installed a 360-degree camera in our LT switch gears, and it is for the check of any ingress, any unauthorized actions, or any abnormal situations which are happening in a switch gear. For example, in case of any fire, or if smoke is coming out of any panel, it can be indicated by this 360-degree camera. And other is the use of the fuse testing kit, fuse healthiness test kit, and it is being installed for operational persons as well as for the MD persons, that before after the completion of the work, and before inserting any switches in the module, they are first being checked, and then they are being inserted in the module. Next. This is another practice which is being followed for switchyard, main plant, for all the generator bus ducts, and this switch gears, motors, that we are using the thermography for all the for the identification of any hotspots. And if we found any abnormal situation or any hotspots, the same is communicated to the respective groups, and same is being arrested immediately. This is another that, for example, if we want to work in any relay, and whether it's a differential relay or earth fault relay, this has been indicated. Usually, it has been indicated in the front side only. And when we open the panel and we have to work in that relay, we don't know which relay it is. It is to avoid any misjudgment or any confusions, the same taggings have been done on the back of the relays and back of the panel as well, so as to avoid any misjudgment and the confusion. It is in line with the topic of National Safety Week, that avoid any loose wire to avoid electrical fires, that we are using crocodile clips, banana clips, and tongue testers for applying any voltage, applying any current and the voltages that. And we use the ELCBs as well, that earth leakage current test, circuit breaker ELCBs, for use of any test kits to arrest any leakage currents. Next slide. Yeah, we for the earth resistance measurements, we use the nameplate taggings, that when we take the earth resistance measurement, earth resistance of any earth rods, that earth rods are being tagged properly, and what is the measurement of that earth resistance value, whether it is as per the LMI or not, and when it is being tested, and what is the next due date of the earth resistance measurement. All these has been indicated in the nameplate for all the earthing rods everywhere where it is to be measured. Next slide. Yeah, it is one of the practice which we use while working at the height, that for example, when we work at the hoist, the motor and the control panel is with the hoist at the height. So while working at the height, we use the general instructions of the use of scaffolding as per normal operating procedures. The other thing which we are using in addition is that we are using the two-way communication, that the person has to speak twice, whether the equipment is isolated using MCB or not, and after getting the two instructions only, that person starts work in that area. So these are some of the best practices in addition to the general practices which we follow in NTPC CPET.
Thank you. Thank you for the lovely presentation, CPET team. You presented a lot of best practices. You tried to rush through it, but you presented it very well. Thank you very much. These were, I think, some of the learnings will be implemented in other projects. So we have come to the end of technical sessions. We have many questions which have come through digital platform, and there might be questions from persons also. But since we have already crossed the time limit, what we have been advised by CA that we request all participants to post their questions into the email from which they got the link, and they will receive reply within 3 days. So that's the commitment that we are making to you. Sorry for not being able to take up the questions right now in the conference. We would have loved to do that, but since the time is a little less, we would like to keep the questions for a little later. And with this, we have come to the close, and I would request Shri Keith Manotia sir to say a few words. इस कार्यक्रम के अंत में कुछ आप इस टेक्निकल सेशन के विषय में सर आप अपने कुछ विचार रखें.
सभी को नमस्कार। सीए ने जो सेफ्टी मेजर्स पर ड्राफ्ट रेगुलेशन जारी किया है, उसको आप सब लोग भी अपने अपने स्तर पर अपने जो भी इलेक्ट्रिकल सिस्टम में काम करने वाले हैं उनको भेज करके प्रोत्साहित करें, बोलें कि वो भी उस पे अच्छा कमेंट करें। मैंने अपनी ओर से हमारे डिपार्टमेंट में हमारे जो इलेक्ट्रिकल लाइन बनाने वाले डिपार्टमेंट हैं, सब स्टेशन में काम करने वाले हैं, उन सबको वो ड्राफ्ट रेगुलेशन भेज दिया है ताकि उस पर वो कमेंट कर सकें। धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू सर। और राठौर साहब, 2 शब्द आप अंत में कहना चाहेंगे?
Thank you very much, Manotia Sahab. Thanks to the all participants physically as well as the virtual connected participants. Once again thank. हमको अभी शपथ लेना है कि नेक्स्ट टाइम से जो है कभी भी हमारे आजू बाजू जब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी से हैंडल करते हैं तो सेफ्टी द फर्स्ट जो हम लोगों का थीम है उसको साथ लेके हैंडल करना है। हमारे आजू बाजू जितने लोग हैं वो सबको हमको प्रोत्साहित करना है कि सो दैट दे कैन बी द डू द सेफ हैंडल ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी। जैसे पहले ऐसा था कि हमको इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कैसे मिलेगा वो प्रॉब्लम था, बाद में रिलायबल प्रॉब्लम था, अभी सब चीज हमारे पास सरप्लस इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है, बट हमको बच के सेफ मैनर में उसको हैंडल करना है। इलेक्ट्रिकल सेफ्टी इज द फर्स्ट, दैट इज द मोटो ऑफ द होल दिस वर्कशॉप। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू सर। और आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आज इस प्रातः हमारे साथ होने के लिए। करीब 2000 लोग डिजिटल और फिजिकल प्लेटफॉर्म से जुड़े हैं। हमारे कई अतिथि बहुत दूर से ट्रैवल करके यहाँ आए हैं, हम उनके प्रति अपना आभार व्यक्त करते हैं। अभी सारे सीनियर्स के प्रति जो डिजिटली जुड़े या फिजिकली यहाँ हैं और पूरी सीई टीम के हम आभारी हैं। आपने अवसर हमें दिया और इस कॉन्फ्रेंस में आप सम्मिलित हुए, इस आशा के साथ कि फिर कभी किसी दिन और ऐसे ही मुलाकात होगी और हम सभी सेफ्टी वॉरियर्स बनेंगे, जैसा कि रॉय साहब शुरू में कहा था। तो ये इस कॉन्फ्रेंस की सफलता होगी। आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। यहाँ उपस्थित सारे अतिथियों का हम को आमंत्रित करते हैं लंच के लिए, और जो वर्चुअली जुड़े हैं उनको हम अपना वर्चुअल नमस्कार और वर्चुअल कॉफ़ी और वर्चुअल सूप पेश करते हैं। आशा है आपसे फिर यहाँ कभी मुलाकात होगी और हम आपको यहाँ व्यक्तिगत रूप से सर्व कर सकेंगे। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी फॉर ज्वाइनिंग।
थैंक यू सर।
We'll break for lunch now and we'll also have a group photograph outside as a memory of this occasion. Thank you.